watch this video, memorize the answers, reread the stories if you need to, and then take the quiz. You can do this. Remember, you have to understand the words, understand the meanings, and always remember that myths define a culture of a people. Thank you and have a good weekend.
Okay, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. And if you notice, we're already 2 minutes over because I talked too much in the beginning. But if you ask me, I really like learning about the different things that Sheridan and Athena and Larissa and Lyle, all of you guys shared were, I think, more important than that test taking stuff, but that's kind of stuff we have to do. So before we move into the next phase of learning how to quote, does anyone have any questions? I almost want to say we should go take that quiz right now. So once we're done, let's go take that quiz so all this stuff is still fresh in our memory, okay? And if you took notes, that would be even better, because why? Because the shortest pencil is better than the longest memory. All right, let's jump into our last little lesson here, and I promise not to keep you too much longer. I want to share the screen, and now I'm going to go to, I actually put this on Lyle's Google Doc. So Lyle, if you go down to the bottom of your Google Doc, and I'll actually share this with everyone too, okay? So here is our lesson for today. If you can see the screen, all right? If you can see, it's Lyle's Google Doc, but I will share this with everyone, okay? What we're gonna do is learn how to quote, okay? What does it mean when we quote someone? Larissa, do you know what a quote is? If I were to quote you, what am I doing? I know that quiz review might have put us to sleep, but now I'm asking for a little engagement. Larissa, what is a quote? Or anybody, can someone tell me what is it when I say I'm going to quote you? Oh, wait, can you guys hear me? Is my audio on? Let me see. Hold on.
A quote is you're repeating after what someone else said.
Very good. Very good. Yes. And now there's a way to quote. When you quote someone, you're doing it word for word. He said this, and then exactly what they said. But there's another thing that you can do. Instead of quoting, you can do what's called a paraphrase. And paraphrase is when you don't quote him word for word, but you kind of tell him what he said, okay? But today we're going to focus on quotes, and we're going to do a thing called attribution. Attribution is where you tell who it was that said it, and then you tell them what they said. So if you look at these three down below, you can put attribution before the quote, you can put it in the middle of the quote, or you can put it at the end of the quote. So let's do this real quick, and I promise I'm going to have you out of here in 1 minute, okay? So by the end of this block of instruction, I want you to know how to quote someone, and then when you're writing these essays and they're asking you to write, if you threw a quote in there, this would be big, okay? So check it out. Here's what it looks like before. Mr. Wright said, comma, then quotes, the shortest pencil is better than the longest memory, period, end quote. Notice how the period is inside the quote, okay? You don't put it on the outside. That's providing attribution before the quote. Now let's look at attribution inside or during the quote. The shortest pencil, comma, Mr. Wright said, comma, quotes, is better than the longest memory. And then, I forgot the period there. Let me go back and fix that, put a period in it. So watch this. Look at this again. I'm going to go back. When it's during, you're going to start off with a quote, the shortest pencil, comma, end quote, Mr. Wright said, comma, quote, is better than the longest memory. Do you see how I put it inside, in between the quote? All right, and then having it after. Now, this is the one that I don't really, I mean, you can do it, but it sounds awkward to me. It sounds like it doesn't fit. Listen to this. The shortest pencil is better than the longest memory, comma, end quote, Mr. Wright said. For some reason, I don't like it when it's at the end, but hey, you might think that flows better. Let me try it one more time. Quote, the shortest pencil is better than the longest memory, comma, end quote, Mr. Wright said, period. All right. Now, you know, when we normally talk, we don't say comma and period. So let's do it one more time for your review. Today's lesson involved learning how to quote with providing attribution. By the end of this block of instruction, I want you to know how to do an attribution before the quote, during the quote, and after the quote. So here we go. Here it is before. Mr. Wright said, comma, quote, the shortest pencil is better than the longest memory, and period, end quote. Here it is during. The shortest pencil, Mr. Wright said, is better than the longest memory, period, end quote. And then after. The shortest pencil is better than the longest memory, Mr. Wright said. Okay? So I hope you've enjoyed this short block of instruction on learning how to quote, because now I want you to start putting it into your work, all right? I've already gone 7 minutes over, and I didn't quite get a chance to do Edgenuity, but I'd like you guys to go and spend an hour in Edgenuity. And does anyone have any questions? Your exit ticket out the door is to either give me a comment about something that went on during this lesson that you liked, or something that you plan on doing today, okay? So, Athena, can you tell me what is something that you learned today? And then I'm gonna let you leave out the door. Are you with me, Athena?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, let me close the door.
Okay.
I learned about like paraphrasing stuff.
Nice, good, good. And so paraphrasing is just, it's not a direct quote, but it's kind of telling them what they said, right?
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, stick with me because I do want to end with the video, but I want you to have a good day, and I want you to see if you can go and take that quiz, okay?
Okay.
Okay, listen, but I want you to listen to your other students, your fellow students. Okay, Sheridan, what's one thing that you learned today?
I learned that a quote is repeating after word for word what someone said.
Very good, very good. And it's word for word, whereas a paraphrase is kind of just saying, well, I think he said this. Yep. Great job. Have a great day. And once we're done here, I want you to go take that quiz, okay? Larissa, what's one thing you learned today?
I learned how to quote someone from word to word.
Very good, very good. Last but not least, Lyle, how are we doing today? Tell me what you learned and
can I just like say what we did?
sure. That's fine.
Right. Yeah, because I only learned about the quote thing.
Okay, nice, nice. Okay, well,
I like the intro, the introduction.
okay. What did you like about it?
How we just talked about how good our weekend was.
Nice. Yeah. I think we should do more of that. Isn't it fun to kind of hear each other talk and see what they're, I think we should do more of that, don't you?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions before we leave today? Okay. So without further ado, oh, if you would like, you can always text me or call me or email me. All right. So without further ado, I'd like to let you guys go into Edgenuity, try to work for at least an hour every day, and have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
The purple and gold. Beneath sea.
Oh, hold on. I got to put that on the screen. Hold on there. I fell short. Just 1 second here. Let me see if I pull it over here. Oh no, you know what? I have to stop sharing and start sharing again. Okay. I almost had a perfect class. I just messed it up right at the end here. Okay. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Now, have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Sierras, mountains high with crested peaks of snow. Here waves the purple and the gold at the foot of Rubidoux, whose cross on high against the sky our talisman shall be. In hours of strife all through our lives we'll bring sweet thoughts of thee. Oh Sherman, dear Sherman, we never shall forget the golden haze of student days which clings about us yet. These happy days will soon be o'er, but through our future years, though thoughts of you so good, so true, will fill our hearts with cheer.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right. I noticed that we have a few that are still with us. Larissa, do you have a question?
No.
Okay, bye-bye. Have a good day. Go see if
Bye.
you can do that quiz, okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye. Have a good day.